Hey guys, happy Wednesday. So today I'm going to talk about ways you can reduce stress. This video will be a little bit later than I normally try to put them up because I have an item coming in today that I want to include in this video, but I want to have most of this video recorded before I get the item in the mail because it's coming by postal service. So when it shows up, I'll be ready to run out the door to go get my husband and my son from work and, all that kind of fun. So a few things I can suggest as far as stress relief, because as I've discussed in a previous video, and I'll just kind of synopsis it a little bit, basically when you're under stress, your body automatically goes into a fight or flight response, even if it's mild stress. Some of the most overweight people operate on a low level stress all the time. And that low level stress decreases your metabolism, decreases your digestion of food, and slows and or stops your digestive tract processes. For those of you who are new, I am becoming a certified health coach and life coach. I should have it by the end of the year, which is why I'm launching my business in January. So this is not like some, randompeople.net type of discussion. This is actually an educated topic. I am actually educated on this. I do give speeches to places regarding stress, sugar, and other topics. So, that being said, some of the things that you can do to reduce stress and reduce your chances of having weight gain or not succeeding in weight loss are, number one, don't do a diet. I understand there's a lot of you who are going to get really up in arms because I said that. I have a lot of people, even on here, who are like, oh, I do keto, I do this diet, I do that diet. Great. If that works for you and you are somebody who can do a diet and succeed, that's wonderful. I am not that person. I have learned that for me, changing my relationship with food, changing what I eat, how I eat, when I eat, has been a much better option for me. I am the type of person who does not deal well with failure. I am, to some extent, I am definitely OCD. I am probably a pseudo-perfectionist. I get very overwhelmed very easily when it comes to things that I want to have perfect. My husband can tell you, I have been making something and I will screw one thing up and I will melt down. And it's not like I'm not a crazy perfectionist. I'm just, if it's something that's super, super important to me and I do something that I think is wrong, I am very hard on myself. I am my own worst critic. So for me to have a diet that says you can eat A, B, C, or D, it's not going to work. The only thing it's going to do is stress me out trying to figure out if everything on my plate is A, B, C, or D. And instead of looking at what's really important in my personal journey, which is eating the calories I need, because I have an issue of I don't ever get hungry. Which everyone says, oh my gosh, I wish I had that problem. You really don't. I have gone as long as 3 days and not eaten a drop of food. And not realized it. So, I know it sounds like it would be amazing to not ever get hungry, but it really is not. They don't know why it's like that for me. No doctor's been able to figure it out. I've had more body tests than possible for a human some days, I feel like. And there is no explanation for why I don't get hungry, but I have no hunger reflex. So, I do get hungry. I shouldn't say it, never, ever. If I haven't eaten for 3 days, my body will tell me by having a sugar drop. I will get low blood sugar and I will start getting very sick. And it's out of nowhere, sort of, except for the fact that I haven't eaten for 3 days at that point when it happens. And so I don't get like that hunger feeling. I've had it here and there. Like there's days where I've had it. My husband's like, oh my gosh, you're hungry. Let's go eat. Like he gets all excited if I actually say, oh, I'm hungry. He'd be like, what? And I should have him come and do a video with me sometime so y'all know I'm not talking crap, because for real, it is really honestly how it is in my life. And so, I found that for me, having a schedule of food that I'm going to eat, planning out my meals, prepping my meals, making sure that everything is in a row so that everybody gets to eat and everything is good makes me happy. makes me content. If I have to make sure that everything that I'm eating is in a certain guideline and matches certain things, and I have to make sure that everybody in my household will also eat it, it becomes extremely overwhelming. And if I'm put in a situation where we go somewhere unexpectedly and nothing at the restaurant or wherever that we end up having to stop to eat at has something in A, B, C, or D, I freak out. And then if I have something that's not A, B, C, or D, I'm like, that's it. I just screwed up my diet. And I'll go on a just rant about how I screwed up my diet. I can't win at anything. That's how I am. But I go into a major stress mode over that stuff. And so for me, a diet is not a smart thing to do. People who have food obsessions or food addictions or who don't have a healthy relationship with food and use food as a calming thing for themselves. These are all people who may not be able to handle a straight up diet. And that's beside the point that diets assume that everyone's the same, and they're not. So the basics of a diet does not work for everybody. And although people are really well-meaning by saying, oh, well, I did this diet and it's great. When somebody tries, and I've seen this in a lot of my friends and myself who've tried all these different diets and nothing's worked, because you're stressed out the whole time, it's why the diet's not working. So your friend whose life may be way more organized, maybe this person is way more organized, way more relaxed about life, she goes on a diet, she drops weight like that. You go do the same diet and you don't lose a pound, or maybe you lose a pound and that's it. And you're thinking, well, how come she lost all this weight and I didn't lose any weight? If your life isn't as unstressed as hers, your body, your metabolism is slowed, all these different things are slowed, and it's not going to work out. So rather than do a diet, allow yourself to change your relationship with food, change what and how you eat. And if you can't figure out how to do it on your own, contact a professional, talk to your doctor, get a nutritionist, get a health coach. Like, all of these are options for you to change your paradigm about food. And that will relax you. Another thing you can do, stress balls. I like them. I usually have one in my hand while I'm talking. Because I have anxiety, I have agoraphobia diagnosed as well as PTSD, complicated PTSD. I'm having a day. It's one of those days, y'all. I have a busy day tomorrow, so today I'm already stressed about everything to get done today because tomorrow I can't do any of it. So with that, I probably run at a higher anxiety level on just a base level than 99% of people. Which is whatever. It's the way my life's always been, but it does affect my weight. So I often will have a stress ball in my purse, in my hand, next to me when I'm working on something. Not because I am so stressed out I need a stress ball, but if I'm doing something that I have a hand that's free, if I have a stress ball in it, I tend to be able to concentrate more on what I'm doing. My anxiety will make me go kind of not able to concentrate on a regular basis. And that's caused from stress. So trying to bring down my standard stress level with a stress ball is also helpful for my weight loss. Breathing techniques. There are a billion breathing techniques out there. Not everybody works off the same breathing technique to relax themselves. Some people can just sit and take a deep breath or two and be good. The average suggested is 10 seconds of breathing in and out at a slow pace. So like count to 5 in, hold for 5, release for 5. It's pretty much a standard. If you do that for about 10 seconds per hour, it's going to keep your level at a much calmer level. The other thing is schedule time to eat. So make sure you're scheduling at least 20 minutes per meal. Maybe not so much breakfast, because breakfast is usually a smaller meal for most people. But make sure you're scheduling 20 minutes for lunch at least, where you just sit and eat, and 20 minutes for dinner. 20 minutes is the approximate time it takes for you to start eating your food to get into your stomach and be moving into your digestive system to where your body will say, oh, I'm full. So by eating slowly over 20 minutes, you have a better chance of having more digested food before it hits your digestive tract than the opposite. Watch the rate that you're eating. A lot of people say, oh, but this is my comfort food. When you are stressed out, you will eat much faster than if you're relaxed. A relaxed person will sit, chew, enjoy their food, allow the digestive enzymes in your mouth to start breaking down the food while you're chewing it. Then you swallow it. It's already somewhat digested when it hits your stomach. Your stomach can digest it even more. And there's less junk getting into your digestive tract that you don't need in your body. Because the digestive tract is where everything gets absorbed. So it's always good to pre-digest by chewing it slowly and giving it a chance to get started before it hits your stomach. So making sure you're chewing slowly, allowing yourself extra time to eat, watching how you're eating, making sure you're not just wolfing down the food. Now, I have a friend that says, I just don't have time for that. You have to learn to make time for yourself. That is one of the reasons why you're stressed out. If you're not taking time for yourself, doing self-care, whether it's take a bath, a bubble bath once a week, if it's go get a massage, these things should not be rewards. These should be gifts to yourself that are part of self-care. You need to give yourself a baseline of de-stressing so that your body isn't constantly in a state of fight or flight. It's really not a place you want your body in constantly. And so, for a lot of people, eating differently, like I said, or organizing your food time, how fast are you eating, using a stress ball. There's a billion things you can do, but it really depends on what level your personal body is at and what things actually calm you down. I have a friend who calming down means throwing in some earbuds and listening to heavy metal for about 10 minutes. That works for her. I'm more of I'm a K-pop girl. I like my K-pop. And I'm sorry, I'm 40 something and K-pop is my thing. I'm really glad there's some groups for the guys from their 30s so I don't feel like a horrible, yeah. I won't even listen to the groups if the boys aren't over 18. I'm like, nope. No. But I just want to adopt them all, so it's pretty safe. But the reality of the matter is at the end of the day, you have to find out what works for you for de-stressing. And if you don't know, if you've never taken the time, I highly suggest you can go to Walmart or whatever and get these little stress balls for a couple bucks. Really cheap starter kit for de-stressing. Get a bath soap, a body wash, or if you can take a bubble bath, get a bubble bath that has a lavender scent in it. That will help you. There are some bed sprays you can buy for when you go to sleep at night that you can spray on your sheets that smell like lavender. Very relaxing. Spray that on your pillow or something before you go to sleep. There is listening to music, get some headphones, and kind of spend, even if it's just, one song, just to kind of just close your eyes, wipe everything out and just listen to the music and allow your body to work. Because by taking the stress out of your life, you're going to increase your metabolism. Now, the thing that I'm waiting for to come in this afternoon that I will then be adding to this video at the end is scheduling your day. Like I said, schedule time for meals, schedule time for lunch and dinner. I bought a 90-day planner. It's called a Panda Planner. It's a 3-month planner, and I'm actually going to start it early, so I'm not going to have a full 2020 year like I kind of wanted to. And I thought about just getting one and starting it and finishing the year out and then getting a new one for January. And I might still do that because I really want to start right away with it. I am OCD. I make lists for everything. I make a list of the lists I need to make. That's my way of organizing my life in my head onto paper. And this Panda Planner allows you to literally mark out your whole day, have goals for the week, have motivators for the week. It's a very organized system, and it's good for 90 days. And like I said, they're all undated, so I'm probably just going to add another one into my cart for my shopping list because I think I will start right away with the one I get and then just get a new one for January 1st. and just kind of like end the year out learning how to do it, getting it into the habit of doing it. Another thing you can do if you're someone on a weight loss program is something that I heard about. I think his name is Matt Avella or something like that. He's got a YouTube channel that talks about productivity. And I like watching his videos sometimes if they apply to my life. They don't always, because sometimes I talk about video editing, and we all know I suck at video editing. So, anyhow, is the 2-day rule. So what he says is he will never go more than 1 day without working out. Like, that is his goal to himself. So in anything you're doing, what if it's just you guarantee that you won't go more than 1 day without doing it? So maybe one of the things that stress you out is dishes, and maybe you don't like doing dishes, and sometimes they sit for 3 or 4 days. Okay, promise yourself that you won't go more than 1 day without doing dishes. And give yourself that ability to have a day where you just say, I'm not doing it today. But then make sure you do it the next day. And just make it so you're only looking at 2 days at a time. Today I didn't do the dishes, tomorrow I need to. Tomorrow you say, I didn't do my dishes yesterday, so I got to do them today. Or I didn't work out yesterday, so I need to work out today. Or I didn't take a bubble bath yesterday, but I'm going to do it today. I mean, obviously that would be weekly maybe. For most people, showers are easier during the week. But, you know, whatever it is, whatever thing you're trying to make a habit and you're trying to get into a system of, use a 2-day rule. You know, I didn't do it this day, so I have to do it tomorrow. Or today I didn't do it, I'll do it tomorrow. I didn't do it yesterday, I need to do it today. Like, schedule things out so you make sure every day you're allowing yourself to have the ability to not do something, but to also have a promise to yourself that you need to do it the next day. Knowing that you can kind of move stuff around your schedule a little bit is something that definitely will de-stress you some. Not feel like you have to get something done right away. We kind of sat down and told my husband, I said, part of why I'm overwhelmed is we have no schedule to do things. So we sat down last night and we scheduled out, we wrote down everything we need to do for the move and before we even list our house for sale or any of that stuff. And we listed everything out. We said, okay, we're going to do this like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. So tonight he is going to fill the holes and run this primer over everything in the bathroom. It's a ceiling kills primer. And then tomorrow he's going to skim the wall. And then the following day he's going to re-primer the wall. And then we're going to paint the room. And we're doing it in that order. It's a 4-day plan. We also decided, since it won't take him that long to do each part, we're going to start in my office packing the stuff we don't need between now and the move. So packing some of my books, my K-pop albums, some of my office supplies that I'm not currently using and shouldn't need until the move. Some of my decor stuff, like my stuffed animals. Yes, I have stuffed animals. I have Basheen stuffed animals. I have Doctor Who figures. I have autographed Rocky Horror Picture Show pops. Yeah, so that stuff. You know, we're going through and just kind of saying, okay, do I need this between now and the new place? If that answer is no, it's going to get packed. So we're going to start in this room. We're going to give ourselves 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, 30 minutes on. Total of 1 hour, done for the day. So the first thing he's going to do is patch the wall, let it set. It takes an hour for it to set. We're going to come in during that time, do 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off, 30 minutes on in the office. And then he's going to go back and paint that room. And then he's going to move on to the other half of the bathroom after he finishes this. So we're doing it step by step and room by room. So we've kind of like said, okay, the easiest room to do is my office right now because I switched to a backdrop, although I'm sure you can see still I got to figure out how to if anybody knows how to get the lines out of these like plasticky backgrounds, let me know because I find them annoying. But we're slowly going through each room one by one, going through stuff. Well, my daughter's here next week. I'm going to have her help me go through my craft stuff and hopefully get those 2 rooms, because it's kind of divided between 2 rooms, ready to go, packed up. We are actually selling my scooter tonight and our extra bed tonight. And then I got to post my dresser for sale. So those are all good things. That's why I'm starting my real estate course tomorrow. And so it's just really important. Hopefully some of these tips have helped you. I'm going to be adding at the end here the Panda planner that I got so you guys can see what it is, what it's about. It'll be my lovely video off my phone. So here is the Panda planner. Okay guys, so this is my Panda planner. As you can see, it's got a little panda on it. Has some bookmarks. Now in the front it has monthly planners. So you can look out into the future, see your schedule. There's a focus and a habit to work on. So what are you going to focus on this month? What is your habit going to be for this month? This month's goals, distractions to avoid, this month's wins. So when you accomplish something, you can put it here. Insights gained. So what did you learn this month? And I think that's really helpful. Now when you go into the next section, it says day and date, big wins, how I'll improve, things I will do to make this week great, personal, work, family, friends, and relationship. I am looking forward to, habits I'm focusing on developing, learn something new, and maybe something you're working on that you're passionate about. And then you can list 4 projects you're working on and 5 top goals. And so you have that. This is your project planning area, which is great. A lot of project planning. Okay. So here's where you get into the down and dirty here. So you put the day and date. There's a morning review. You start out your day writing down 3 things you're grateful for and 3 things you're excited about. And I'm sure they can be the same thing sometimes. An affirmation. So some sort of a go-getter girl kind of, or go-get-em dude kind of phrase. A focus for today. Like, what is the main thing I'm going to work on? The exercise you did for today. So a great way to, write down either your steps or your calories burned if you're using a monitor, or just the workout you did. Then here is today's priorities. You've got 5 things listed that are your absolute priorities. Over here you have your schedule from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then in the notes you can write in anything outside of those hours. And then here are tasks that need to be done today, which is very helpful. And then end of the day review is today's wins, 3 of them, 1 way how I'll improve, 3 positives, 1 negative. If you are talking to someone and you have a complaint or something you want to say that's negative to them, the best rules to take is to use positives and only use 1 negative. So to do that to yourself is definitely an awesome thing. And so basically that's the whole rest of the book. And this is a 90-day planner. I think it says it towards the front as well. Here's the how to use the planner. And it just really helps with time management. Yeah, I thought somewhere here it said it was 90 day. I think it's just on the thing on the page it says it's a 90-day planner. And it's saying, you list out your tasks, do an end of the day review, and once per week use the weekly section to reflect on the past 7 days and plan your upcoming week. And apparently there's a video as well, so that's awesome. I'm excited to do that. 10 times your productivity. I don't know if that's possible because I do a lot. But hey, if I can get more done in less time, that'd be even better. But yeah, so one thing I really want to work on is my time management, my productivity. Making sure I'm getting everything done that I need to at the best level. And with taking on stuff like health coaching, getting my real estate license, and a few other things, I'm going to have a lot on my plate. And the best thing I can do is already have a good system in place to really be able to be productive and organized. So I'm excited for this. Okay, so that is the Panda Planner. And if you guys have a specific stressor or something you're trying to figure out a stress relief for, mark it below. And I'd be more than happy to do a follow-up video to this. Maybe like on a Tuesday release so that you guys can get a Tuesday video. Just kind of like a follow-up to people asking about stress relief and that kind of thing. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram. You guys can message me on there with questions. If it's something that really is detailed, I'll probably make a video about it. It's just easier, but I won't use your name ever. Unless you say, oh, use my name, then I will. It's up to you. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow for weigh-in day. And let's just hope that I remember to weigh myself before I eat breakfast. Because we all know I don't like to do that. Like, weigh myself after I've already eaten breakfast. So, we will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful day.